While the intra-Afghan peace talks are advancing at a slower pace, the war-torn nation is witnessing a rapid surge in violence. With the daily attacks on security forces, Taliban is now using a new scare tactic of targeting the prominent civilians in the country. Recently, a report by US watchdog also highlighted the fact that Taliban attacks in the Afghan capital of Kabul are on rise, with increasing targeted killings of government officials, civil society leaders and journalists. Have a look.
For several years, the Taliban suicide bombers frequently struck high-profile political and security targets in Afghanistan's key cities. However, in a major change of strategy, the Taliban is now targeting civilians like government workers, journalists, human rights activists, religious leaders, and women in major public roles. A recent report by a US watchdog also emphasized the rise in targeted killings of several civilians in the country. It comes as the Biden administration plans to take a new look at the peace agreement between the US and the Taliban signed last February under former President Donald Trump. The Biden administration believes it is hard to see a way forward for a negotiated settlement with the Taliban unless the militant group meets its commitments under a 2020 deal.
I said the Taliban are not meeting their commitments to reduce violence and to renounce their ties to al-Qaeda. They are not meeting their commitments. And as long as they're not meeting their commitments, it's going to be difficult for anybody at that negotiating table to meet their commitments. In fact, it wouldn't be the wise course. I mean, we obviously are still committed to ending this war, but we want to do it in a responsible way. And I don't think it's helpful to be drawn now into specific hypothetical discussions about the troop numbers on a specific calendar basis. We're still committed to ending this war. And we obviously, the president has made it clear he wants to bring American troops home from Afghanistan. But we're going to do it in lockstep with the diplomatic process to try to find a negotiated settlement. I'm not trying to recast that.
After more than a year of negotiations, previous US government and the Taliban signed a peace deal on February 29, 2020. In return, Taliban gave three guarantees: reduction in violence leading to a ceasefire, cutting ties to transnational terror groups like al-Qaeda, and negotiating with the Afghan government. However, the insurgent group have flouted all three fundamental conditions that they had agreed upon for the withdrawal of US forces by May 2021. The report by US watchdog has highlighted that the number of attacks in Afghanistan by the Taliban in the last quarter of 2020 were higher than the same period the year before. Thus, there are apprehensions that international troops are likely to stay in Afghanistan beyond the deadline. However, Taliban is adamant at their stance of not bringing down the level of bloodshed until the US forces exit completely.
در مورد ارزیابی آنها با ما موافقت کردند. ما با برای 4 سال این توافق نکردیم، بلکه با نظام آمریکا توافق کردیم، با دولت آمریکا توافق کردیم. اگر و ارزیابی میکنه ارزیابی کنه، اما و مسئول است، متحد هستند که با او متحد باشند. اگر در مدت 14 ماه از برآمدن از افغانستان ما هم متحد هستیم، اگر نبرآمدن ما هم باز ارزیابی میکنیم.
Taliban insurgents use US military operations in Afghanistan as a justification to their non-stop campaign of violence. To questions related to spike in violence in Afghanistan and violation of the Taliban-Washington agreement, the Taliban representatives accuse the US forces of launching new attacks and trying to capture Taliban areas.
آنها متحد بودند و اداره کابل که حملات نکنند و زمینه را برای مذاکرات بین الافغانی مسیاست بسازد، اما متاسفانه بعد از او و حملات خود را بر مواضع مجاهدین ما شروع کردند. ما مجبور بودیم که از مناطق خود، از سنگرهای خود دفاع کنیم. حتی کوشش کردن که مناطق ما را بگیرن و حملات شابانه را علیه ما آغاز کردن و بعضی نقطه را گرفتن. لذا حملات آنها شروع کردن و ما که دفاع کردیم و یک عکس العمل است. متاسفانه مطبوعات میدیا در اختیار ما نیست، در اختیار آنها هستند. لذا خشونت را به ما منسوب میکند، لیکن در حقیقت ایتو نیست. خشونت آنها آغاز میکنه و تا هنوز دوام داره.
There is no easy way out of Afghanistan conflict. If the US and NATO decide to keep their troops in Afghanistan beyond the May deadline, it could result in an abandonment of the agreement and a renewed conflict with the Taliban. If the US withdraws before significant progress has been made in intra-Afghan talks, there is a risk that the whole procedure could collapse and result in civil war, destabilizing the region and reviving the Al-Qaeda threat. Observers say that the new US administration should carry out an honest review of the entire peace process and push the Taliban to make concessions. The talks are crucial to find a lasting solution to the Afghan conflict. But it should not be on the Taliban's terms, which could wipe away whatever little progress Afghanistan has made in last several years.